Hey there, Mike Robbins here with another video blog message. This week I want to talk a bit about being enough. You know, a while back I was having a session with my counselor, Eleanor, and she was talking to me a bit about some of my own feelings of insecurity or feeling like I'm not enough. And she said, you know, Mike, when those feelings come up for you, and she said, you know, they're normal and they're natural and everybody has them, you want to ask yourself or inquire into where are they coming from? Like, what aspect of yourself is feeling that sense of insecurity? And she said, you know, the child within you is asking the question, am I getting enough? She said the adolescent within you is asking the question, am I good enough? And she said the young adult in you is asking the question, am I doing enough? And she said, so any of those three questions, if you're asking one of them or two of them or all three of them, are going to probably lead you down a path of answering no to that question, or it's coming from some place of insecurity. But if you can identify it, it can help you orient yourself to what aspect of you is feeling that sense of insecurity. And she said the adult in you, the wise adult, the spiritual adult, as Eleanor likes to call it, comes in and can answer any of those three questions and say, yes. Yes, you're getting enough. Yes, you're good enough. Yes, you're doing enough. And you know, when she said it to me, I appreciated the feedback and I really took it to heart, and I started to think more deeply, if you will, and differently a bit about when those thoughts and those feelings of insecurity would come up. And I've continued to think about them a lot. And in the recent months and weeks, especially as I've been ramping up for my book launch, and I noticed myself starting to feel that sense of insecurity or wondering, you know, gosh, am I getting enough, or am I good enough, or, you know, am I doing enough? And I'm able to, at times, not always, but at times, stop and check in more deeply with myself. Where's that coming from? And can I, as the wise, sometimes grounded adult that I am, come in and have compassion for that aspect of myself and answer that question? Yes. Yes, you are doing enough. Yes, you are good enough. Yes, you are getting enough. Because when we can do that, we give ourselves the gift of ultimately what we think we're trying to get from outside of us. But as we all know, I'm sure you've experienced this, when we're coming from that insecure place, we're asking that question in sort of an insatiable way. Right? Am I getting enough? And wanting the world or the people around us to give us enough so that it's fair, so that we get our fair share, whatever that means. Am I good enough? Wanting enough validation or recognition or acknowledgement from outside of us to somehow fill that hole that's questioning if we're good enough. And am I doing enough? You know, somehow running around and doing everything we possibly can, and oftentimes working ourselves into the ground, if you will, to justify that I'm doing absolutely everything that I can. But from that place of insecurity, it doesn't matter what happens, what kind of validation or acknowledgement or recognition we get. It doesn't even matter what kind of accomplishments we achieve. It's never enough. It never ends. However, from that other perspective, that other paradigm, when we come from that adult place, it doesn't mean things are perfect. It doesn't mean there's not more for us to do, or doesn't mean there can't be ways for us to expand our capacity for certain things, but coming from that place of trust, that place of faith, that yes, I am getting enough. Yes, I am good enough. Yes, I am doing enough. That can calm us down a bit and allow us to be empowered as we attempt to do whatever the things we're attempting to do in life. Some big, some small, whatever they are. But coming from that adult place, all of a sudden our paradigm, our context, our perspective shifts. And not only can we be more effective, but we can be more fulfilled in the process. So what do you say? You want to practice that with me? I'm really trying to take this on in my life, especially right now. Let's do it.